Hello everyone, Courtney here from How to Loom Your Dragon. Welcome back to Tsunami's tutorial, part 2. In this portion we will be doing her wings and back legs, hopefully. Alright. Just so you know, part of the back leg is all double looped bands, so it can be a little bit of a challenge. And if my bands break on the loom, then I don't have an editing program where I can speed that part up, so you'll just have to bear with me if that happens. Okay, but anyway, let's start with her foot. The back foot is slightly different than the front foot. So I'm going to start with the claw, which is white. Wrap it around your hook, creating 5 loops. Double loop a white. Pull that on there. Reclaim. And I'm going to double loop the jelly teal. And I'm going to double loop another. So these toes are going to be slightly longer than the front foot. Okay, let's do another. Now we're going to do 3 double looped teal. Okay, let's do the third toe, which is the same as the second. Okay, let's do the fourth one, which is the same as the first one. Okay, so we have our 4 toes. Now I'm going to double loop 1, pull them all onto there. Okay, push down, put my finger through here, take 2 more and wrap them around, creating 3 loops. Reclaim the loops back on your hook. Okay, and now I'm going to take 3. Pull those on. Okay, reclaim. Oh wait, no, I wanted that to be a double looped. Sorry guys, we want that to be a double looped band. So you just gather those back on your hook. Yeah. That was a double looped. Okay, it's alright if you want to do 3 instead, whatever. It's not a big deal. Alright, reclaim that. Okay. Now I'm going to take 3 bands. Okay. Pull those through. Okay. You can put a pencil or something through here, through these loops. Alright, let's make our back toe. Alright. So I'm going to take a white band, wrap it around my hook, creating 5 loops. Double loop a white. Pull that on there. Reclaim. Double loop. Teal. Pull that on, reclaim. Double loop another teal. Alright. Reclaim the loops that the pencil's holding. Okay. And now I'm going to take 1 of the jelly blue and 2 of the teal, and pull that all onto there. Okay. And I'm going to tie this off with whatever color. I'm just going to use white. Okay. Now I'm going to tie these toes a little closer together. This is optional, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to go through the second teal band in this toe, second teal band in this toe, second teal band in this toe, and second teal band in this toe. Okay, then I'm going to take a teal, pull it through all of those. And wrap the loops around the ends, the toes, like that. Okay, so that kind of ties them a little closer together so they're not all sprawled out. That's optional though. Okay, now, so you should make 2 of these. You can make them exactly the same. You don't need to mirror anything. Okay? Alright, so we made her back foot, and now we're going to do her back leg. This is the tricky part with the double looped bands. Okay? Double loop, blue, we gotta double loop some of the metallic blue. If they're being tricky, we can just wrap them twice around the peg and then use our hook to bring them up. Double loop, dark blue. Again, take a metallic, wrap it twice around the peg, up. Take another metallic, wrap it twice. Okay, take a blue, that. Alright, all our horizontals are going to be double looped. Then we're gonna cap off here, wrapping around, creating 4 loops. Alright. And we're gonna double loop. Double loop, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, double loop here, and take a metallic blue here. We want that double looped as well. Same thing here. The rest is the dark blue. Then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take 2 dark blue and 1 teal, right here. Okay, I'm going to straighten out these bands with my hook because we don't want tangled up bands because they tend to break more if they're tangled, or twisted rather. Then I'm going to double loop my blue to go across all these guys. Okay, now let's take one of our back feet, go through the loops. You can take off the tying band if you want, you don't have to, you can always take it off later. And wrap it around here. Okay, now I'm going to loop this part first. Okay, let's loop the muscle piece. A little tricky because we don't want the double looped bands to break, and they very well may. And this is why you should also be using a metal hook not a plastic one. Metal tip. Plastic tip will break in this tutorial if you are using a plastic tip hook. I guarantee it. Okay. Oh, my tummy's growling. Did you hear that? Wow. Okay. Tie off your ends here. Gently use your hook from the bottom to lift this off. Okay, now for the bottom section, what we're going to do is we're going to loop up these 3 bands. Okay. Then I'm going to take this muscle piece, hold it like this so the shiny ends are on that side. Go through the cap band, wrap around here, and then we want to dig down and grab those 2 horizontals. Or it's really only 1 horizontal, but it's 2 loops. And grab those 2. Okay, we can lift this up a little bit. Now we want to grab the bottom corner loops, wrap around here. Dig down. Loop up that guy, then we want to dig down here. We want to loop up this guy all the way to here. Okay. Grab the bottom corners of the first set on this side and loop those around. And let's get the metallic set here, so the bottom loops of the metallic set. This may break as we loop up. Oh, lucky. You can lift up a little bit here, keep the bands from snapping or getting too stretched out. Grab these bottom corners, loop up. These, loop up, lift up a tiny bit more. It's important to do this because otherwise your bands will get really stretched out and they'll probably snap. Take bottom corner loops of the metallic set and loop up. Alright, lift up a tiny bit more. So now I'm going to go through the loops here, and I'm going to loop up twice. And same thing here, so we're attaching the sets, by the way. The middle set goes around here, but we don't want to loop that yet. First we want to loop the set. Please, so don't break. Don't break, don't break, don't break. Ugh. Wow, okay. Let's tie off this with a different color. I'm going to use white. My color here is black. My hands are so sweaty, I can't even, it's like so hot out today. Even though I'm in the basement where it's cool, it's just brutal. Yay, okay. I'm going to take off the black tying bands here. Okay, now we got to do the top portion, which is easier, and no more double looped bands for the most part. Alright, so take metallic blue, jelly blue, jelly blue, jelly blue, jelly blue, metallic, metallic, and jelly. And I'm going to cap off with a jelly. And we're going to double loop our horizontals. like that. Alright. Now I'm going to do this bottom part in all regular blue. Or the regular jelly blue. So 2 at a time. Double loop across and here. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to take the bottom part of our leg, we're going to go through these 4 loops here. Make sure you go through all 4 loops because it is a double looped band. Pull off the tying band. You want to wrap the loops around here. Okay. But then you want to lift up the top 2 loops off. And we're going to double loop the blue across. And then we can replace those loops back on. Okay. Now we want to go through this set and pull off the tying band, wrap the set around here, push down. Alright, we actually have to loop this muscle piece because we need it now. So let's loop this guy. Okay, tie off. Okay, getting there, guys. Okay, so now we're going to go through the cap band. Oops, make sure the shiny metallic part is facing that way. Okay, go through the cap band and loop it around here. Okay, then we're going to dig down and we're going to loop over that guy and then we're going to go up 3 times up the center column with a broken band. But the other one's still okay, so I'm not going to freak out. 1 band breaks, it's not a huge deal as long as the other one's holding. Okay, I'm going to lift this off. Go through the bottom corners of the set. Oops. Wrap around. Dig down. Loop up. Okay, go through the metallic set here. Up. Let's get the next set. Okay, continue on this side. Alright, so we're looped up to here, here, and here. Let's lift off a tiny bit. And we're going to attach our 3 ends. Okay, I'm gonna use white as my tying band. I don't know why I sung that. Okay, and let's use our hook tube. Alright, we're going to take off the black tying bands. Okay, so here is a back leg. So you need to go back and make a second one opposite, symmetrically. So you have two that are the opposite, with muscles on the opposite side, okay? Alrighty, we have our front legs, back legs, head and neck. Now let's do the wings. The wings take a while to make, so you have to be patient with yourself and with me. They're exactly the same as the other dragon's wings from this series, but the colors are different. Okay, so I'm going to be using, this is what mine looks like. Okay, I wanted to get rid of my teal, so I have some teal here. Okay, it's up to you if you want to keep it teal or you can do the dark blue instead. Okay, but the main part of the wing is clear bands. Okay, so whatever colors you want, whatever you have, let's begin. We're going to start by making the 3 wing ridges in the middle part of the wing. So we're just taking 2 clear bands, whatever color the main portion of your wing is. 2 clear bands at a time. Here we're going diagonally. Two here, double loop 1 here. Now I'm going to take 3 of my teal, using teal at the tips, like that. And I'm going to wrap a white band around my hook, creating 5 loops. Double loop 1. Pull on, double loop another. Okay, tie off this piece. So you need to make 3 of these. I have my other 2 already made, so make 2 more of these exactly the same. And then we can lift it off. Alright, now we're going to do one more that's a little bit different. Okay, so I'm going to take I'm going to take an aqua and a blue. Then I'm going to take 2 aqua. And 2 more here. Clear, 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 clear. Now I'm going to do aqua here, clear here, then 3 aqua here. Okay, now I'm going to do the claw. Okay, and this goes around here. Alright, let's do our horizontals. So I'm going to double loop an aqua across here and here. Here. Okay, and I'm going to take 2 aqua across here. And I'm going to double loop 1 across here. and double loop one across here. Okay, so this is 2. This is not a double loop, this is 2 aqua bands. Okay, we're gonna loop this. I'm kind of doing combo of 2 parts, if you didn't notice. It's a little different from the other wings of the other guys, if you haven't noticed, but it's hopefully to make it a little easier. Okay, now I'm going to tie off these 3 ends. Okay, pull this off. Okay. Now, one, two, three. So bizarre. Hold on, I'm just going to check something here. Whatever. Okay. Anyway. Oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me 1 sec. It's not a big deal. I didn't like completely mess everything up. I'm just checking something. Oh well. Anyway. Okay. So now I'm going to take clear bands. Just have to mark something on my diagram real quick. Okay. I'm just going to take 2 like this and 2 like this. Okay. And take 2 more here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this set here. Okay. So we're grabbing all the loops here. And I'm going to wrap them around this peg. So that's the 3rd clear set down. Okay. Then I'm going to take these 2 horizontals, wrap them around there. Yeah. And just loop up. Then I have to go in here, grab these diagonals, and then grab these. Alright, let's tie off these 2 ends. Okay, so now it looks like this, okay? Now, we're going to take 2 metallic bands here, okay? Then we're going to take dark blue, then metallic, okay? Dark blue, metallic, dark blue, metallic, then dark blue, and then we're going to take a jelly teal and a dark blue here. Alright, and we're going to fill up these other 2 columns with 2 clears at a time. Alright, now we're going to take our teal bands and double loop them across these 2 pegs. Okay, now we're going to take clear, and we're going to take 2 at a time across like this. Okay, now we're going to make our wing claw. So we're going to take a white, wrap it around creating 5 loops, double loop a white, okay, double loop another white, then take 3 white, then take 3 of the dark jelly blue. Okay, I'm going to lay this on this peg here. Okay, turn it like that. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this end here, and I'm going to wrap it around here. Actually, I'm going to put the horizontals there, so you know what? Pull off the tying band, and wrap around and push down. In here. Wrap around and push down, and then the 3rd one. Don't worry about the 4th one yet. The 4th and 5th ones are just going to be hanging off for now. Okay, just like that. So the other 2 are just hanging off. Okay, now I'm going to lift up the top 2 loops of each set that I looped around. Double loop a teal jelly across here, and then we're going to take 2 clears across here. Alright, and then put the loops back over. Alright, and I'm going to loop up this whole part. Okay, tie off your edges. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay. Yay. Alright, now. Alright, now I'm gonna do clear 2 at a time. Okay, so that last one is diagonal. Okay, now I'm going to take these other 2 ends, take off the tying bands. One end goes around here, and take off the other one. This end goes around here. It's very hard to see, especially with clear bands, but and then you're going to push down, and what we're going to do is we're going to lift up the top 2 bands of this set, and we're going to take those 2 horizontal bands, oops, what for you? Okay, and wrap them just around that peg, and then replace the loop. So the 2 horizontal bands from this piece. Okay. I'm going to take the next 2, wrap them around here, next 2, wrap them around here. You don't want to like overstretch it though, so just do a little bit of it at a time. Then we want to take 2 bands across like this, 2 across like this, 2 like that, 2 like that, 2 like that, and 2 like this. Okay. Then we're going to take a band and wrap it twice around this peg here. Okay, we're going to do that here as well. We're going to go up column. Just be very careful as you do it, because you don't want these bands to get messed up. Okay, I'm going to stop there because I need to put these horizontals before I can do it there. Okay, so what I have to do here is I'm going to take one of these pieces. I'm going to go through a set of loops here and wrap it around here on the end, okay? So the end set, wrap it around here. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to slowly but surely loop up. Okay, so we're carefully looping up this column up to here. Okay. Now we want to go in here. Grab this guy, loop him. Get down and very carefully loop up this column up to here for now. And now let's loop up this column. Like that. Okay, now I can slowly lift off a little bit here. Okay, grab the next set of loops, loop around here. Okay, let's place our horizontals across, 2 at a time. Okay, and then like before, we're going to put these double wrapped clears around here. Okay, and here. Alright, and we can just loop up the rest of the way. Oops. Okay, let's tie off these 3 ends here. Okay, so now it looks like this. Alright. We're going to take off this tying band, just the one that we already attached. Okay. Alright, now we're going to do the final part here. So we're just taking 2 clear bands at a time. 1, okay, we're going to go down 11 times. 2 bands at a time. Alright, now. Oh, okay, this is what we have to do actually. We're going to take this guy off. What we have to do is we have to go through this set here. So I'm going to go through, see where this is attached to here? We're going to go through all those loops, all 8 loops there, that set. Okay, right where that guy attaches to here. Go through all 8 loops. Grab those clear bands and pull them through. Those 2 clear bands, we're going to pull them through all 8 loops. Then reclaim it. Okay. And we're going to wrap it right here. Okay. Oops, but I missed a loop. Figures. I'm going to rewrap that. Make sure you get all 4 loops around there. Okay, now what I have to do is I'm going to lift up those top 2 loops. Okay? And then we have to find that double looped edge band, the first one, which I think is this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 10th one down, so you can count just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first set of the edge bands here. Okay, so that's the double looped wrapped band, the first one down there. We're wrapping it, around this guy right here. Okay, then before we put these loops back on, we're going to take the center set of this set and wrap it around that set. Okay, so I just wrapped all 4 loops of the center set around there, and then I can replace the loops and push down, okay? Then let's move the second double wrapped band here, wrap it around here, and we will move up the line. Don't miss any. Okay. You can count them to make sure you're doing it right before we end up taking it off. So I have 5 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. Now as it gets stretched out, we'll pause and loop that up first. So let's take the final set here of this piece, and we will wrap that around this set here, and then we want to loop this guy, so don't forget to loop him. Okay, so loop this guy up. Alright. Then we're going to take another one of those wing ridges, okay, because you made like 3 of them. We're going to go through the edge here, the side set, and we're going to wrap that around this guy. Okay, then the middle set is going to go around this guy, and this set here will go around this guy. Okay. Now we will loop up. Okay, I'm going to lift off a little bit. Okay, to about there. Now let's wrap the next double band. Oops. Both loops wrapped around. And the next guy. And the next guy. And the last guy here. Okay, now take your final ridge thing, and we're going to wrap around these 3 guys here. Okay. So wrap it. Okay, I've wrapped them all. Now I'm going to loop up. But before I loop up the final set, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up a little bit from here first. Okay, we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 6th set there. Okay, so this set here, first one hanging off there, and we're going to wrap it around here. So it's the 6th loose end from this set. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wrapped the 6th one around, and now I will loop up this final set here. Yay! I'm going to tie that off with a different color so I don't get confused. I'm going to use white for that guy. Okay. Take this off. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull off this black tying band on this part. Oops. I'm going to pull off the tying bands around the ridges. Alright, so now it looks like this, okay? Yay! Alright, do the next part. Take metallic blue, dark blue, dark blue, metallic blue, dark blue, dark blue, metallic blue, dark blue, oops, dark blue, metallic, dark blue, dark blue. Okay, now let's move on to the clear. 2 at a time. Okay, we're going to double loop our teal across. Oh, you know what? I forgot a second here. These 3 are different. Take off these 3 sets. Take 2 metallic here, and 2 dark blue here, and 2 dark blue here. Sorry, that's important. And then put the clear on top of that. So I just changed the color of those 3. Okay, let's just replace those double looped teal bands. Whew, that was a close one. Okay, and we're just going to take 2 clear at a time. Cross like this. Okay, these are not double looped. just regular clear going across. Okay, like that. Alright. Now you're going to take the bottom part of your wing and we're going to wrap. You're going to go through the metallic set here and take off the tying band. Okay, wrap it right around here. Push down. Let's do the first set of clear here. Same thing. Take off the tying band. And here. Okay, lift up the top two loops off of each one, and we're going to take a double looped teal across here, and then two clears across here. Okay, and replace. Alright, and now we're just going to loop up all these guys. Ooh. Okay, let me just see what I grabbed here that was wrong. I just grabbed a double. I grabbed the double looped aqua band, which I didn't want to grab. Oh well, just have to pull that guy out later. Sometimes we make mistakes and grab the wrong bands and mess the whole thing up. But luckily that was just one band which I can sacrifice and it won't ruin the whole project. Oh, what did I do here? I didn't put two clears across here. Cortney, you're silly. Alright. Okay, let's tie this off. Oh, it worked out. Okay, so it looks like this now. Okay. And let us do the next part. Woot woot. Okay, so we're just taking clear bands all the way down pretty much. Okay. Two at a time. We got two more parts to go. Okay. Okay. Alright, now we're going to take... we're going to attach the other 3 ends to these 3 pegs, taking off the tying bands as we do that. And pushing way down so it doesn't come off. Okay, here is a little tricky. It's very tricky actually because we have clear bands here and we want to get through all 8 loops. So be very careful as you follow those bands through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and I can wrap them around 2 at a time if I need to. Okay. Okay, push down. Alright, now lift up the top 2 loops here, the top 2 loops here, and the top 4 loops here. Make sure you get 4 loops here. Okay. We're going to take this first horizontal band and we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Okay, this first set here, we're just wrapping it around this peg. Then we're going to take 2 wrapped around here. Okay. Then we can replace these loops. I'm using a second hook to help me put the loops back on, but I don't think that's actually going to help me. This is very, very hard because you don't want to ruin everything here. Okay, so just put the loops back over, push down. Alright, the next set, wrap around here, next set, wrap around here. Okay, let's start with those, and again we'll put 2 horizontal bands at a time across all these. And I'm going to make a claw. Grab a white, wrap it around your hook, creating 5 loops. Double loop a white. Pull that on. Reclaim. Double loop another white. And take 3 of your jelly teal. Okay, this I'm going to wrap right here. Okay, now I can loop up part of the way, so just make sure you follow me here. Okay. Up to here, okay, where we wrapped the last set of the horizontal bands. Okay, I'm gonna lift up a little bit. Keep the bands from getting stretched out. Okay, let's wrap some more of these around. See, now we're getting there, guys. Now we're getting there. 3 more. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 bands and lay them here. So 2 clear bands, lay them on this peg. 2 clear bands, lay them on this peg. Two more, lay them on this peg. And then I'm going to wrap one around here twice on that next peg there, okay? Alright, now we can just finish looping up all these columns. Okay, now we can loop up all these guys. And let's tie off. Yay, so now it looks like this. Alright. Okay. You know, I'm going to take off this doubled band here. You have the 3 loose sets. I'm going to take this guy off because it didn't end up... We don't actually need it anyway. So just bite him off or something. Fool. Okay, so we have the 3. Alright, anyway, we're almost there. Now we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4... 1. Oops. 2 at a time. Went down 4 times here, 3 times here. Oh, lift these 2 up. Put these 2 as diagonals, then replace those. Okay, so these are on top of these 2. Okay, and take 2 across here. Alright, now I just have to, let's see, 1, 6. Okay, I'm going to count to the 6th set here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go through the 4 loops of that 6th set. Okay, I'm going to take 2 clear bands, pull them through. Okay. You know what, we want to go through the horizontal band too. I'm a perfectionist. The 4 loops plus the 2 horizontal bands in there. Okay, so it looks like that. Take 2 bands, pull them through, put them in on themselves like that, and wrap right around here. Okay, so it looks like that. Take these 2 bands, wrap them around here. These 2 wrap around here, and the final 2 wrap around here. And then all we're going to do is just loop up. Okay, so loop up these guys. Yay, and then tie off these ends. And then we just have to add the veins on. So now it looks like this. Alright, let's add the veins. That really makes a huge difference in the wing. Okay, so we have this piece, this little claw here. We're going to follow it to the opposite side and find that space that's right across from it, which for mine is hard to see. I guess this would be it right here. Okay, you're going to stick your hook through. Okay. Yeah. Then I'm going to take 2 of my jelly blue and pull through, and then bring my hook back through the space in the after the next set and reclaim. Okay, so it looks like that. Take 2 more blue, pull that through there and go through the hole. Oops. And go through this guy. And then stick your hook through the next hole and wrap around that guy. Okay? So we're like stitching, kind of. Then I'm going to take 2 metallic blue and pull that through. Okay, go to the next space and reclaim. Then I'm going to take a jelly blue and a teal. Okay, pull through and bring to the next piece. Okay, same thing again. Jelly blue and teal. Okay, and now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through the jelly teal in the claw and reclaim like that. Okay, so we have the loops on this side and the loops on this side. Then I'm going to take one of the jelly teals and pull it through all that. And then I'm going to take one loop, wrap it around this way, the other loop, wrap it around this way. Yay! So we have a vein. Okay, now let's do the next one. We're going to go right where this claw is, the space right under it. Stick your hook through the space. And we're going to go straight down, just like we did here. We're going to go straight down to this claw. Okay, so take 2 jelly blues to start. Pull those through. Come back up. Take 2 more. Then 2 metallic. Then a jelly blue and a teal. Okay, jelly blue and a teal again. Okay, now we're going to take, we're right at the space right before it turns into the ridge piece. So now I'm going to take 2 metallic on through, and then I'm going to bring it through the loops down here, right after, or right where the ridge starts. Okay, and now I'm going to take 2 teal jelly, bring it through the next set. This is a thick set of loops here. It doesn't have to be perfect, just, you know, try to get it through. Okay, and 2 more teal jelly, bring it through, and come back up and go through the loops in the claw, and again take another teal jelly and pull it through all of them, and reclaim. Or wrap around, sorry. I'm so used to saying some certain things that I just... Anyway, alright, go back to the same space where you just were, up here under the claw, where the other set went through. Alright. Take the blue. Okay, now we're going to go diagonally, so instead of going straight down, we're going to go diagonally 1 set. Take the blue again. Go diagonally again. one set. Okay, now take the metallic. Diagonally again. Okay. So it should match up with the metallic here, okay? It's right across, if you did it right. Okay, now I'm doing a blue and a jelly, teal. And we're going diagonally one more time here. Now at this point you should be able to go straight down to the claw, okay? So I'm going to take jelly blue and the jelly teal next. And now I'm going to go straight down. Okay, now I'm going to take the metallic blue. So my metallic blues are all lined up here. Go into the first set of loops here, clean, then take 2 teal. Okay, go into this big chunk of loops here. Okay, go through the teal here and grab a single teal. Bring it through all the way and wrap the loops. Okay. Yay. Alright, we got one more to do. So for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through that same hole under the claw, grab 2 jelly blue, go under. Now I'm going to go to the next space next to this guy. So I'm overstretching all the way over here. Okay. I'm going to overstretch again here. So I'm not going to go diagonally I'm not going to go to this diagonal, I'm going to go one further. So I'm going down 1 and over 2, like that. Then take the metallic. Okay, down 1 and over 2 again. And here. And now I'm going to do the jelly blue and the jelly teal. And I'm overstretching one more time, I think. Let me just make sure. No, I'm just going to go do a regular diagonal now. So down 1 and over 1. Okay, take the jelly blue and the jelly teal again. Okay, down 1, over 1, and we should be right above the wing ridge here. I have a loose band here because I didn't attach it right, but don't worry about that. Just worry about yours. Whatever, just get it right in the middle there. Okay, now take the metallic blue. So remember, the colors should all line up with each other along the same row. Okay, so metallic blue. Okay, then I'm going to go through this loop that I actually forgot to loom. I can actually go right through that. Yay! Okay. And then go through the chunk here. Okay, then grab 2 more teals. Go through here. Okay, 1 more teal. Finish it off the same way. Yay! So there's your beautiful wing. Oh, so now you have to make a second one. Yay! So you have to repeat this video. Okay. So make your 2 wings. You don't have to mirror it. You can do it the same. It's okay. But I did mirror mine because if you don't mirror it, then you can see one side has more teal on it here. But whatever. Just make a second one. I mirrored mine. You do not have to. So by the end of this, when you go to part 3, you should have your 2 wings, all 4 legs, your head, and your neck done. Okay, so I will see you over at part 3. Good job so far. Bye.